My peoples, man, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were like, well, you know how relationships are, they're tough. And I'm thinking, what? Like, do we really have belief systems where we go into relationships and think that they're tough? Like, I mean, because your belief systems continue to prove you right. So let's break this down. And why are relationships tough? Do they present challenges? Absolutely. I have been presented with several challenges as of late, and I have been processing my emotions and learning how to overcome this. And I've come to figure out something that is really, really remarkable. And that thing that I have figured out is assumption is pretty much the precursor to destruction in a relationship. So whether it's a relationship with a business partner, a friend, a significant other, we can get ourselves in a hell of a lot of trouble by assuming that we know how the other person feels, or assuming how the other person, views a certain situation. It can be totally fucked. Like, it's totally fucked. So if you are struggling in a relationship, or you're completely bickering, I would love you to consider that, for one, you are assuming that you know what's best for that other person, or you know how they're feeling or what they should be doing. You're not using open communication, and you're not asking the right questions. Okay? So if your relationship is on the shits right now, one, you're assuming. Go look at your relationship. I guarantee you that you will see that you are assuming without using open communication to communicate how the other person feels. And we do this a lot in life because, based on our own perceptions and beliefs, we feel that we have the answers for other people. But my friends, that is unconscious as shit to think that you have the answers for anybody but yourself. For anybody but yourself. You don't have the answers. Other people are different individuals. If you are assuming in your relationships, it's a precursor to destruction. So the more that you assume in any relationship, the worse off it's going to be. So I would encourage you to step back and stop assuming, and use open communication to figure out how the other person feels or what they're actually going through. Now, I'm in a relationship, and she just came home from work, and she's very, very overwhelmed. Well, for me, based on my perceptions, I'm like, this business shit's easy. Like, well, what are you overwhelmed? So I had to stop, and I had to step back, and I had to remember what it was like when I first started. And I was like, holy shit, I was so overwhelmed. And right there, that shift in perception allowed me to view maybe what she was going through, have a little compassion and sympathy, and then structure a system that would keep her productive without overwhelming her. Don't assume shit, and use open communication. Be the best you. The journey to consciousness continues. This is Tyson James Lee, reminding each and every one of you to be about that fucking action.